74 East. Welcome to the 74 East Show. This is your host, J-Boro.
And this is your other host, Michael Petey Powell. On today's show, we have the world's greatest DJ. We're now from Columbus County, 74 East own School of Fresh, man. How you doing today, brother?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm doing great, man. I'm feeling great. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all good in the hood, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
School.
Glad to be here.
Blessing to have you, man. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate you taking the time to sit aside with us today, man. You have no idea. We've been planning this, P, 2-3 weeks. I mean,
man. We always try to put an eye on and put our sight on somebody that's interesting from the area, someone that we know that this area would love to hear from. Not only this area, because our reach is it's getting out there now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we would love to have someone of your caliber on this show. So, I mean, it's a pleasure, man. We come to give you your flowers, brother.
Hey, bro, I appreciate the flowers. It's my pleasure and an honor to be here beside two kings within themselves.
Man,
So
we
you
appreciate it.
everybody out there, if you look, this is great. You got three legends sitting right here in the building.
Oh, man.
All right,
Yes,
two
sir.
kings.
Yes, sir.
Scooter, so
Let's get it. Let's
get straight to it, man. Today,
Let's talk about it.
longest running, hottest, most sought after, most available, most reliable DJ from 74 East. I can't say enough. Where did it start? Where did you grow up at?
I grew up in a little town called Chatham, North Carolina. Chatham, stand up, baby. Yeah. Chatham, North
Man,
Carolina.
we get a lot of people
Yeah.
from Chatham, man.
Yeah.
74 East, getting a lot of people from Chatham. Chatham is legendary.
Well,
Let's get it.
we in here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of great people, a lot of great things has come out of that little town. You know, you got the negative and you got the positive. I like to deem myself as one of the positives.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That came there, and I wanna, you know,
We
make sure that my light shine. You know, on anybody that's in my area.
Yes, sir.
That you know, no matter where you come from, your circumstances, you can make it. You know what I'm saying? You can make it out. At one time, coming from that little small area, growing up, I felt like it was no way out.
Right.
I felt like, you know, that I was in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I wasn't gonna achieve but so much because I come from, you know, a small town and a poor background.
Yeah.
Okay. In the little town that I came from, Chatham, North Carolina, in the area that I came from, I deem it like the first projects in the area. It's a little small, little rural place in Chatham called the Mill Quarters.
The Mill Quarters is right beside the Tater House.
Yeah, exactly.
Right off the railroad track. Right.
Back in the day when I was growing up, it was by us being centered right in between the potato house, which is sweet potatoes house, and a corn manufacturing place.
Right.
And also a peanut mill.
Okay.
So therefore, you already know that produces rats.
Right.
And the rats, you know, I grew up, you know, and the rats were like Michael Jackson, like Ben. You know what I'm saying? So they were like our best friend. And so, you know, we always got ridiculed through school, you know, because the rats were so big, you know what I'm saying? So they called us the Mill Quarter Rats.
Okay.
You know, when we went out to play sports against other places.
Right.
You know, that's what it was. So.
But we going back to about what year that we talking about when you was growing up?
Growing up, y'all want me to tell my age? It's all good. I'm proud of this 60. You know what I'm saying? It look good on me.
Man,
now.
you look
great.
Yeah, man. But that was I guess I would say. Let me see. I was born in '64, so we're talking about the late 60s and 70s.
Okay.
I would actually really say the 70s.
Yes.
When I really, you know, realized what was going on in the world and in my life.
Columbus County, the biggest commerce that we have in this area is agriculture.
That's it.
That's what Columbus County really based our economy on. And all of those years, it's a beautiful thing. You went to West Columbus or
West Columbus High School Vikings.
Okay.
all right?
Stand up.
Big shout out West Columbus. So you went to West Columbus. Did you graduate? I didn't.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I graduated.
Okay, you graduated. I came out. Long story. We get it. So you graduated from West Columbus. Where did life take you?
Man, I caught the first thing smoking.
Okay.
It's like I turned my tassel.
Yeah.
I already had my bag packed. I had already got accepted to college, Fayetteville State.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the Broncos.
You know what I'm saying? And I was always a musically inclined kid. You know, I grew up.
Was it in church?
No, it was home.
Home? Okay.
Home, watching TV. I was raised by my grandmother. You know, well, I went to stay with my grandmother when I was like about 9 years old.
Okay.
And the story behind that is I had an older cousin that lived with her, and he graduated and went on to the military.
Okay.
All right. And then well, I was kind of a bad kid, really, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I was running with the big boys.
Right.
And you know, when you're running with the big boys, they always send the little dudes to do the bad stuff.
Right.
You always the ones that when they're trying to break in the buildings, you're the only one that can fit in the cracks.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So after getting into a lot of that, kind of like Will Smith and Fresh Prince, you know, my mom sent me about 9 years old, say, you're going to stay with your grandma.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I want to God bless my grandmother, you know what I'm saying? She was a big impact in my life. You know, at that time, you know, she was, had a lot of illnesses going on, and, you know, I was there to help her, you know, throughout, you know, until I graduated. I went to college, but how it started musically is like looking at the old shows like Good Times and stuff like that. And when you know they had those little catchy songs, little theme songs. Cool. So I'm like, beans don't burn on the kitchen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like beating my grandma. Like, boy, if you don't stop beating on my chest, you know what I'm saying? So I caught a couple of, you know what I'm saying, two pieces. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
But my furniture.
Yeah. So all during when I got in elementary school, you know, I joined the band and I started playing the drums. I'm a drummer. Like I said, I was beating on the chair, so I was, you know, into the drums. My senior year, I was so good that I tried out all county and all regional and all state like that. And I would win them. Yeah, so I was able to get some help scholarships and stuff. Yeah, you know, to go to college.
Man, I played the trumpet, so the all county. I don't care who you is. Y'all know who I am. If you ran 43, 44, I was first chair. I was trumpet player. First chair, all county, all district, all state. Y'all know what time it is. Do not play with me. So look, so students, so you were really into music.
Yeah.
Even way back then.
Yeah. It was just like in me, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when it came to DJing, it was natural.
Okay. Now you into the music thing.
Okay.
So when did it actually come to you to put them records on? You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you exactly when it came. Yeah. I didn't graduate, you know, Fayetteville State because of, you know, some hardships, family hardships.
Okay.
So what I did, you know, to help my family, I joined, you know, the Air Force. Shouts out to the Air Force. Shout out. And I got stationed in San Antonio at Lackland Air Force Base. Okay. And then I wound up getting stationed there at Wilford Hall Medical Center, hospital there. So at that time, we talking 85. I went in 84, so around about 85.
Yeah.
That's when y'all know. That's when
Hip-hop.
Run DMC,
right?
Houdini, you know, they was hot.
Yeah.
So
Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
Right there.
So DJ wise, I kind of started tuning into to Jam Master Jay.
Gotcha.
How he was cutting the records.
Right.
And the DJ for Houdini.
Okay.
Yeah. So one day after getting off work, out of the Air Force, I'm still up, still till today. I'm like a pawn shop connoisseur. I love me a deal. I love a deal. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Pawn shop, flea market, all
yeah,
of
man,
them.
that's me all day. You know what I'm saying? If I can get a deal, you know what I'm saying? I'm a hustle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I can hustle you, I'm gonna hustle you. You know what I'm saying? So I happened to get off one day and being though I was in a whole nother state by myself, you know what I'm saying? I just said, well, I'm gonna go out and venture and, check out, see what's going on in San Antonio. So I wound up finding, a couple of pawn shops that I frequent. And one day I saw the exact same mixer that Jam Master Jay had in one of his shows. I had been looking at that mixer, and I've been eyeing that mixer. I was like, man, I want to do that. So one day, I happened to be at one of those pawn shops that I frequent. Bam, there it was. I knew it had to be for me.
Right.
I knew it had to be for me, bro. How ironic was that? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, here we go. And I spent, I was in the military, so I'm just going in. So you already know what it is. Money won't like Petey Power. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no Petey Power money. You know what I'm saying? So I took my few little coins, man. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that I had to wait till the 15th, my next check. You know what I'm saying? They pay, but I made that sacrifice, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to make a sacrifice on what you believe in and what you want, and that's me. You know what I'm saying? So I caught that mixer, and I bought it home, and I looked at it, man, like it was a baby that just came from the hospital, a fresh, brand new baby, So I'm looking at that mixer, don't even know what the hell going on with it, don't know what to do with it, but I know now it's mine, and I'm gonna learn this baby. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so now that I got the mixer, now I need 2 turntables, because that's what Jam Master Jay had.
Yeah.
My inspiration, shouts out to Jam Master Jay. Rest in peace, my brother. So, what happened was I happened to frequent, like I said, that was my thing. Frequent the pawn shop, boom, found a turntable. One. Okay, so now I'm short a turntable.
Okay.
And I'm short what? Speakers. And I am. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
I didn't need no microphone at that particular time because I didn't know how to talk or who to talk to. That comes in.
Yeah.
And that comes along with the confidence in your skills. Because if you don't have that confidence, it within your skills, you ain't saying nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I acquired all of those things and brought them home to my apartment that I had, and which I was living by myself at the time. So it was just me, away from home, away from family.
So you got time to get it in.
Practice. Exactly. And that mixer, those 2 turntables, those speakers, and that amplifier became my family.
Wow.
You feel me?
Wow.
That was my family.
Right.
All right. Okay. So when I set my mind to do something, I zoom in on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like an addict. Cool. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I wouldn't eat or nothing. I would just come straight from work, you know what I'm saying, and go straight in that room and pretty much lock myself up in the room until, I learned what to do with this mixer that I bought with my last little bit of money. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Of course. So, make a long story short, ladies and gentlemen, on the 74 E show, yours truly, DJ Scooter Fresh, the greatest show, was sounding terrible.
Wow.
I mean, terrible. But
that's hard to believe, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
So that goes to let everybody know you can do anything that you set your mind to.
Y'all hear, right?
But you got to put that work in. That's anything. If you don't put that work in,
y'all kids,
you know what I'm saying?
And you adults hear that, right?
Yeah, you got to put that work in. You got to make a sacrifice, because a lot of times I was in the military. I could have been wilding out anywhere. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But like Kobe, when Kobe's teammates was going out to the club, Kobe was in the gym.
Absolutely.
That was me.
Absolutely.
I was the Kobe of DJing. Okay. See what I'm saying? I was in that room. No friends, no girls, no nothing. Just me and my family. Right. My mixer, my turntables, and my speakers and my amplifier.
This was during the time that hip hop was first coming up, it was fresh.
Yeah.
It was a new thing.
Yeah, it was a new thing.
Different groups out there. You had who was it? Nelly Mel. You had Run
Grandmaster
DMC.
Flash, Furious 5.
And then the DJ was big at the time because back then in the rap game, the DJ was almost if not bigger than the MC. And that, you know, because you had Cut Creator with
Cool J.
You had DJ Jazzy Jeff and
Fresh Prince.
You had Jam Master J and Run DMC. You had so many
Grandmaster
DJs.
D with Houdini.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Gangsta.
You had DJ Easy Rock with Rob Bass.
Rob Bass.
You know what I'm saying?
Dr.
Dre, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You had a Big Daddy Kane's DJ, Mr. C.
Mr. C.
Mr. C. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I could go on and on, but you know, y'all ain't got enough time on this 74 East show for me. I'll give y'all the business. I'll give y'all the business. You want the business? I'll give you the business.
When you got off work and you went straight to your apartment to figuring out what you was gonna do with them turntables, I mean, sometimes that's after a 14-hour day.
Yeah.
How long did you spend with them, and what was guiding you?
What was driving me was the fact that I wanted to accomplish what I set out to do. And I'm a perfectionist. I would do things over and over and over again. I don't care if you like it or you like it.
Right.
But it's about if I like it.
There you go. There you go.
And when I felt, I never came out that room to perform, and I'm going to get to that right there real quick.
Good.
I never came out my room to make any type of, public performance until I felt like that I was worthy.
Right.
I was worthy to stand in front of some people.
Really
important. Okay, I would say about 2-3 months. 2-3 months on my job, they knew I had, started telling people, hey, I'm DJing now, boom, I'm blase. I'm talking this big talk. And there was another DJ that was DJing that was actually doing this thing.
Yeah. Right.
I forgot his name, but thank God for that, brother. I found out we made a connection.
Right.
And I started going to his crib. Now, he had the Technic 1200s. He had the real deal. He was already in the game.
Yeah, he wasn't a hater. He showed you pointers.
Right. He showed me, and he talked to me, you know what I'm saying? So I would go and watch him, and then I would go back in my, with my family in my room, which was my equipment, and practice some of what he told me. What he didn't do was show and tell me how to perform in front of people in a crowd.
Yeah. Be the master of the ceremony.
There you go.
Yeah.
I didn't get that part. I'm going to tell y'all my first event, my first booking.
The first book.
My first booking.
I mean, the first one.
That was about 6 months after I started.
Was it paid?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a paid DJ gig.
How much was it?
Oh, wow. I'm gonna tell you why I don't remember, because I never was able to go through it. Let me get to the pay.
Go ahead.
All right. So I go to this gig, right? I told my man about it that was already DJing.
Okay.
That I feel like, he was a veteran DJ. So he was kind of like my mentor. So I go to this. It was inside, I'll never forget. It was inside of somebody's apartment. All right.
House
party.
Yeah.
There you go.
Real party.
My house party. Yeah. So the pay and everything, it was so traumatic. It's like I forgot, pay and everything that went with it. All I know is I set everything up and there wasn't nobody there. Nobody there when I set up. So I'm like, I'm getting ready to rock this party. 2 people came in.
Wow.
4 people came in. 5 people. Next thing I know, the whole room was packed.
There you go.
Guess what happened?
What happened?
Like Eminem said, I have vomit on my sweater, spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah, mom spaghetti.
Right.
It was like that, man. I looked up. Yeah. It's like all of a sudden it came in so quick. I looked up and it was in there. And all of a sudden, I froze.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say I froze, like it was like something out of Twilight Zone, man. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. So I was so scared. I ducked down behind my equipment, my speakers and everything, and I ducked down, right? And I wouldn't get up. I was too scared to get up, man. Really? Too scared. Look, I'm a little dude from Chadron, North Carolina. Okay? Chadron, North Carolina. All right? Think about it. All right. So I never been exposed to nothing like that where I was the center of attraction. See, when you're the DJ, you are the center of attraction.
Everybody on you.
Right. I never had that. And anyway, what people don't know about me, I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. 74 East. Kind of like Michael Jackson.
There you go.
You know,
right.
Well, Michael Jackson, he on that stage, he might be holding his lunch. He might be, you know what I'm saying? Moonwalking, he doing all that shit. He the baddest man on the planet. But when you get Mike off that stage, he like this. I don't know what the fuck where's my weekend? Where's Sparkles? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm a low key. If everybody around here, they pretty much know me. I'm under the radar. Petey.
Right.
You see me, you might see me at Walmart. You might see me at somewhere getting me a burger somewhere. But I'm not what they think, like, because of my performance and everything, they think I'm like this kind of wild, crazy guy. I'm like this laid back, humble guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Always been.
Yeah. So to get back to that story. So after I ducked down and I would reach up and put the needle on the record. Like this, man. I'm ducking down. I'm not showing my face. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting the records out, putting them up, putting the record on until my dude came through. I guess he came to check me out. And he say, I said, man, listen. I said, please, my heart was beating so bad. I said, look, man, please. I said, please play for me. Please do this gig for me. I said, you can have the money. I don't want nothing. Wow. That's why I don't know how much it was. I said, you can have the money, you can have everything. I said, just please, just take it.
So that was my first joint. Your first joint, you crashed.
I crashed. But then guess what? After that, I learned from that. That's life for you. You know what I'm saying? You fall, you get back up. It was a learning experience. So I told myself, I said, if this is what you're going to do, if this is what you say you're going to do, don't just talk about it, be about it. Right. Put your big boy drawers on and you do it. So I never did any more gigs in San Antonio. I got stationed overseas in the Philippine Islands. Okay. That's when I took off. I was walking down the streets with a few of my friends, and I went into this disco. It said Doc's Disco. Right. I went in there, and there wasn't nobody in there because along this strip, it was bars and clubs everywhere. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I went to this particular club. There was an old dude in there, old head there. He was playing, named Chili Willie. Shouts out to Chili Willie. I asked the manager. I said, man, I'm a DJ. Can I play? He said, he gave me a shot. He said, come at. And I felt comfortable. Why? Because there wasn't nobody in there. Right. Okay. So then I started playing. 2 or 3 people started coming in. Then I started playing. Then some more people come in. And then they started being on the dance floor and telling me I was good.
There you go.
And that built my confidence up. And I was like, hey, maybe I can do this.
Now, what year was this?
This was 86.
I was 6 years old. You weren't even in America.
No, I was in a whole different country, a whole different world.
And it was accepting.
Oh man, when I was there, I was there for about 4 years. I became like a Michael Jackson in that area in that country. It's like I was playing in all the big clubs, like 1,000 people, 500 to 1,000 people. I was the it DJ. You know what I'm saying, at a particular time. And, it's like whenever I walk down the street, it was, the foreigners, they didn't say Scooter Fresh, they were like, Scooter Fresh. Scooter Fresh, you know what I'm saying? Right. So they had me walking around, thinking I was, Jam Master Jay. And from then on, when I came. Yeah. So from then on, if y'all unless y'all want to interject.
No, go ahead.
Because I'm on a roll now telling my
Go
story.
do your thing.
So I stayed over there and I played in the Philippines, Guam, Hawaii, Japan, and I started playing in like the NCO clubs and the airmen's clubs for all the different soldiers from all in that particular continent. So my confidence, and I was a man, so it's like my confidence was off the chain, off the roof. So by the time I left from there and came back to the States, I was ready.
He was ready.
They had me before.
So when did you get to the States and start DJing? When did you
the year was 1989.
Yeah.
Now when I came back in 1989, if y'all guys know this brother named Larry McKenzie.
Flash. My first cousin.
Yeah, Flash was the man. Shout out to Flash. And Doc. You know what I'm saying? The McKenzie boys. Yeah, the McKenzie boys. Yeah, they were tearing it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no doubt. Flash, McKenzie, Doc. Rest in peace, Doc. You know what I'm saying? Guys was tearing it up, man. They was making they was the party scene. You know what I'm saying? And damn good at it.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to DJ Nelly B, who was also one of their proteges, you know what I'm saying, one of their DJs. I also want to give a shout out to my little homie, my little brother DJ Fats at the governor. All right. Yeah, that's my little brother. That's my little brother. That's my little brother.
That's hometown.
That's hometown.
Yeah.
And
that's in the 4 East, man.
Yeah. We coming at you, Fats. We trust me coming at you, baby.
Yeah. He got a story. He gonna give you Fats gonna give you one.
Man, me and Fats.
The governor. Shouts out, bro.
Yeah, we go back way.
So I'm gonna tell you how far we go back. And then I'm gonna get back to the McKenzie boys. So Fats, when I got out of the military and I first got back, I came on. Fats, little young dude, you know what I'm saying, used to come to the crib, every day, to know I was a DJ.
Right.
Yeah, Fats, the governor. He used to come and boom, see me doing my little thing.
Right.
And he did that for a while, and then that dude went to Durham. I don't know who got a hold of that dude in Durham.
Yeah.
I don't know who got a hold of his hands. Seemed like God just anointed his hands.
Right.
When he came back. Killing it.
Yeah.
Turn.
Man, he's like one of the most skillful DJs that I know. He's a true turntables.
Yeah, he's true.
Yeah.
Man, me and Fats was on the same yard in federal prison. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my comrades, you know what I'm saying, in federal prison. We was at Butler.
Yeah.
Butler.
Yeah.
Fats. Everybody knew who he was. He held the parties down, you know what I'm saying? Anytime we had something under the pavilion, he did that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, bro. I was gonna get you. Yeah. All right, but I'm gonna get back to the McKenzie boys because the scene was theirs. You know what I'm saying? And at that particular time, they had already had, their DJ, which was Nelly B, and then they had Doc. They had that thing already set up. So when I got back, I was kind of like searching for a job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of hard to be placed because Nelly B was such a good DJ. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really need nobody else, you know what I'm saying, on the team. So what I started doing, I just started doing house parties like at my house. And shout out to Chapman and all the house parties over there on Whip Street. Y'all know what it is. So when I started doing house parties and advertising, next thing you know, it's like the whole town was coming to, Whip Street. You know what I'm saying? Coming to Scooter Fresh parties. I was new in town, new face. And, it kind of took off from there. From the house party. The scene here in Columbus County for DJ Scooter Fresh started off with house parties on Wick Street and Chadbourne. Okay. And that's how I kind of got my name out there, DJ wise. And then from there, I think I got a shot at the total experience that the McKenzie's had because I think it turned over to the Masons, a guy like Robert Lee Mason.
Okay.
So I started DJing for them. And that got me a little exposure then. And then it went from there to across the street back then. Y'all know if y'all know anything about New World Disco. New World.
Right.
back in the day, across the track. Doing that, shouts out to Rollo Carruthers, old school DJ Jab, the great Jabbo, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, cool dude, rest in peace. And his son, you know what I'm saying? Smoke Dog, you know, from the woodwork. Shout out to woodwork, you know what I'm saying?
Peace.
So I started DJing there, and I did a little stint there, and then I left from there. And y'all guys know Otis Pridgeon?
Oh yeah,
That's my man. So Otis Pridgeon had a little joint called the Sugar Shack. No,
Grass Hut.
Grass Hut. That's it. See, I don't play too many places now. I got to mention. It was the Grass Hut down in the Cedar Grove. Cedar Grove? Like almost to Mount Island. Y'all know it was on 410. Damn.
Right.
We
That's
go
where
way
it was.
back.
It was on 410 now. Yeah, I'm telling my age. I'm 60 now. Some shit I just forgot.
Right.
All right. So I started playing there for my man O. It got so big. Okay, they started leaving Cherry, started coming down 410
There you go.
to where I was. I started getting a following now. You know what I'm saying? So I must have been doing something right. So I had that joint blowed up cars on both sides of the streets, man.
Right.
Got so big because first time I went into the place, and old man Otis was in there playing cards. They were gambling in there
Right.
a lot. So it wasn't nobody in there but the old heads in that gambling. I said, man, look, let me come in here and DJ. And I said the first night I DJ for free. I DJ for I won't even charge you nothing. DJ that night, about 4, 5 people came in. Came back next week, 20. Came back next week.
There you go.
Yeah,
you're
doing something
right,
wrong.
you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they done built a whole nother side on that joint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm hot now. I'm hot, boy. You couldn't tell me nothing. So I'm down there and working at GP at the same time. Working there, you know, when you at them late night liquor house joints, you can stay open all night, 5 or 6 o'clock.
Right.
Now I'm out there DJing and got to be to work about 6 o'clock. Man, I lost my job, man. I was so turned up down there. I'm supposed to be to work, man.
You think about the job now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you, I got fired. I was there one night. It was time. It was about 5:30. I had to be to work at 6 o'clock. I gets to the house, gets my little hat, drives to the job, and about 9 o'clock. They had been clocked in at 6, and I was late. So about 9 o'clock, I said, I'm going on break.
Yeah.
You know how a black man is when he go on break. So I went on break, and I had a van that had a bed in it, bro. A bed. So I went on break, right, and went and got in the van. And so I was just sitting there. And then, you know, when Mr. Sandman started throwing that sand in my eyes, you know, I said, well, I'm just going to lay back.
What's that?
All right. This is 9 o'clock. About it was a gravel parking lot, right? With rocks. So about 2 o'clock, right? 2 o'clock, big. I clocked out for lunch. You only got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I went out at 9 o'clock. About 2 o'clock, I heard a bunch of rocks crumbling. I jump up and I see a whole bunch of white hats surrounded the van. So they knocked on the door. What you doing out here? I said, I just went on break. You know, I said, we've been looking for you for about 3 hours now around the whole plant.
Yeah.
I need you to come and sign this paperwork. So anyway, DJing made me lose my job. So from there,
you're a real DJ.
So real DJ. So I say, okay, now I'm gonna have to really get it. So a little conflict of interest happened at the on 410, and I was living over in Whiteville. I had moved to Whiteville, and so I went to pay my landlord. And when I went to pay my landlord, this guy named John Smith, that was a painter.
Right.
He heard my voice when I was paying my landlord. And he said, hey, man, he said, you some type of DJ or something? I said, by the way, yes, I am. And I was already ready to leave the other spot. So he said, man, I'm just opening up a club, man, called A Touch of Class.
Sure.
Touch of Class.
He said, man, and I want you to be the DJ. I'll pay you X amount, more than what I was getting paid. I said, all right. And that was the beginning of Such a Class. And that really got me out there because now I got Bladen County.
Yeah.
coming. I got people from Durham, Raleigh, Charlotte. I mean, that like really, really took off.
Yeah, it took off.
And then not only that, then I started doing commercials on 97.3. And everybody remember my signature commercials because at the end, the name of the club was A Touch of Class. And my little last little thing that I would say was the touch of class is simply untouchable. And I will make it, rumble. You know what I'm saying?
I remember the touch of class so good, man. Yeah, Eula Mays, she was cooking that chicken. You know, people be on the corner.
Yeah.
Shouts
out to Eula Mays.
She be doing her thing. Nick Jokers be on the corner, hustling up. They hustling up and getting them new fits and stuff. Yeah. We was coming from Hallsboro doing our thing over this way. You know what I'm saying? All the hustlers trying to get right. And guess what we was trying to burn the road up to? Touch of class. Ladies was gonna be in there, you know what I'm saying? Jokers had a pocket full of money, you know what I'm saying? Throwing down a few drinks, doing it up, man. So, and Scoop had it rocking all the way back then, bro.
Oh yeah.
Memorable moments.
Yeah, so I mean, so it's been on from then on, from club to club to family reunion to weddings to I was doing everything. Shit, I was a bar mitzvah, you know what I'm saying? And they called me for it, you know what I'm saying? Spanish party, whatever. Yeah. Because I deem myself a professional. And a professional is not, you got a lot of DJs, they're just one-way DJs. You know what I'm saying? All the thing they can play the rap or, me, I play, by me being in the military and playing at the NCO clubs, I had to sign a contract that said that I would do soul night, I would do rock and roll night, I would do country night, I would do Spanish night. So that made me,
you had to learn
that made different genres, different countries. So that made me a well-rounded DJ. Therefore, that's why I consider myself the greatest show. And that's my title. It's DJ Scooter Fresh, the greatest show. It was the greatest show on earth, but I ain't want no conflict of interest with that label. So I consider myself the greatest show. Why? Because what a man thinketh, so shall he be.
Now, here's what I'm
thinking. I'm the greatest show. Our performances will reflect.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Right.
It was the crack era.
Yeah.
He was getting crunk up.
Oh, yeah.
It was on economically as it concerned your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a better time?
It was what you made it. It was what you made it. And not only was it what you made it, it was what you were made of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, if you made out of a certain type of cloth where it don't matter what's going on over there or how bad things are right there.
Right.
But if your mindset is determined to make it great, no matter what, that's what you were gonna do. And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying?
So it was a good time.
It was a good time.
It was an incredible time.
It was incredible.
It was a great time.
Right, because
you was probably making more money than, I ain't gonna say no names.
I want to make Petey Pie money.
You don't making no Petey Pie money.
But
as far as DJing,
because the
you was getting in.
I was getting
the
in.
Dope Boys was coming to see him because when you got all those things compiled in one spot, you got good music, you got drinks, you got chicken. You know what I'm saying? The ladies coming. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he was one of the stars as well. You know what I'm saying?
Was winning.
He was one of the stars. So when we come in there, you know what I'm saying? That's making commerce because we spending money. The DJ got a job.
Well, you know what?
Right.
The way I feel is everybody has their own way of making dope money. Everything is dope and dope, but that's dope is a product.
It's a product.
Of course.
So I can turn around. I can turn around. And I ain't talking about crack rocks. I'm talking about some rocks outside.
Yeah,
I can start manufacturing some rocks and sell enough of them to make to you know what I'm saying? To blow up.
We're not condoning selling drugs. We're talking about the hustle in general.
Hustle in general. It's all about a product. A product is a product. I don't care what it is.
Reality. You know, there was a space and time. That it was the crack era.
Time to jump on.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the cool part, when you came from the Philippines back to the States welcomed you with open arms. That era of hip-hop What were you spending?
It was a feel good time.
It was a message in the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was well. Melly Mel started that off Grandmaster Mel with the message.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, when we say message, we talking about positive message. Are we talking about influential messages?
Right.
Message that's going, of course, you got to have your conscious rappers, but you have music that pertain to, your livelihood and,
They
and
call
what's
it
going
gangster
on.
rap or reality rap.
Reality rap. I would call it that.
Yeah.
Reality rap. Of course, you had your gangster rap in there, but that was a crack era. So you had that. You kind of had a mixture of reality rap and gangster rap, and it depends on you as an individual on which way
You gravitate.
you know what I'm saying. You gravitate what you was gonna soak in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
What
saying.
you was doing at the time.
Yeah.
Because music is very influential. You know what I'm saying? It can be the soundtrack of your life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or what you got going on at the time. And it can put you in a harmony type of mood, or it can put you in a reckless mood too. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I ran spots and stuff, I tell DJs a lot of time, I let them do their thing. But when they start playing so much gangster and cussing and shoot them up, bang, I said, man, you got to change that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't change it, when these people get the alcohol in them and all that type stuff, they gonna want to throw up their sets. I'm talking about hip hop now. You know what I'm saying? Versus hip hop then. You know what I'm saying? Back then it was a lot of dancing. We danced and try to get with the women and stuff. Right now, at this current state of hip hop, you a DJ. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You
I know
have
exactly what you're
to
talking
be the master of the ceremony, and that's what you always have been.
You control your number. A DJ has one job.
Right.
One job. It ain't just that. His job is to control the tone, the atmosphere,
Right.
and the mindset, which is most important. And you might ask, how does he do that?
Right.
He do that with himself.
Right.
He do that by getting engaged in the party himself. If I'm not acting like I'm having fun,
Right.
then you're not.
You telling the absolute truth. I went to a party recently, and it was a Jamaican party, and it was the dude. He was just a hype man. He was a DJ, and he just kept with the riffraff. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing too much.
Doing too much.
Doing too
and
much.
At the end of the night, it was a shooting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he didn't control the crowd. It was a festive crowd, a beautiful crowd, man. Everybody came out, all white party, all that. You know what I'm saying? And to look at the scene, you'll say, man, this is unbelievable. But it ended recklessly because the guy was up there causing a bunch of riffraff. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is absolutely true.
Because a DJ is like a bartender. You got to know just how much to mix in and when to mix in.
Right.
You don't want to pour, you know what I'm saying, over pour the chaser than the alcohol, then you're not going to get the effect that you're going to get.
Right.
So as a DJ, you got to know when they get into it and get into the mic and get into the crowd. And then you got to know how to take your foot off the gas and put, more music. Right. You know what I'm saying? To not bore the crowd. Because you can bore the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
People think that you hyping the crowd. But a lot of times you're boring the crowd because they want you to shut the hell up.
Yeah. The first time I felt it, I was visiting from Atlanta. And I went to, they used to have this spot connected to the Denny's. And I asked the DJ who was DJ. I said, look, man, put on the G's.
That spot. I know that spot.
And the dude put his hand over the mic. I never forget it. He put his hand over the mic and said, ain't no way. I said, what you mean? He said, if I play Jeezy and him, they're going to turn this mug up.
And he was in Lumberton, of course.
They're going to turn this mug up. So, as far as being a DJ, you had your hand on the pulse of what was going on in every room you ever played. You played through decades. When you came from the Philippines back to the States, how did music change?
Oh, man. It was really when I first got back, coming from playing music there to here, it 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 didn't change a whole lot.
Okay.
It didn't change a whole lot. To me, the music didn't really start changing till the 2000s.
I can agree with that.
Okay.
It didn't start changing till the 2000s.
A different era kind of slid in. You know what I'm saying? They went just talking about uh, more of a street level, a hustle. You know what I'm saying? The Jay-Z's came in, the Biggies came in. It was a good. It was a from the late '90s to the early 2000s. It was a good era of music. It just changed a little bit.
Well, that's the 90s, about 95, 96. That was the Jay-Z's and Tupac's and the Biggies era.
Yeah.
Okay, now when the 2000s, I wouldn't say the early 2000s because you had like Ja Rule and you had Common.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had them guys. It was pretty cool. But I think after 2005, after the snap movement, you know, when it was fun, you know what I'm saying? Snap your fingers, you know what I'm saying? When ATL had it, you know, they had it. After that, it just went crazy. You know what? Because the ones that was rapping now, you know who they are?
Yeah.
That's some crack babies.
Yeah.
That's some crack babies.
Right.
That's some crack babies rapping now.
It's different.
Right. See, that's what happened.
Man.
They grew up. We was all playing 80s and 90s that feel good music.
We ain't saying that in a derogatory fashion.
No, it's what it was.
No,
we love you.
No, we love you.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know, it was something that similar, like something that changed the game, and the message got twisted up.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Twisted up.
That's who coming to the parties.
That's who's coming to the parties. That's who's coming to the parties.
We talking about the era we had spoke about. We talking about in the 2000s, right? The early 2000s, mid 2000s. That's what's coming to the parties now.
Yeah.
And the music had changed up. That message in that music, how do you think it affected the party scene? How do you think it affected the hip hop scene?
Well, it took the fun out of it.
Yeah, right.
It's no fun. The only people having funs in clubs, if you notice, even back in the 80s and 90s, it wasn't nothing for a dude to go to a female and say, "Hey, you want to dance?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was what it was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was the social, you know, thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But that new era came in and just wiped that out. Till the females it's kind of like ice. It's kind of put a gap between them, because like the females want to just dance by themselves or with other females, and the guys, if they ain't dancing, they want to stand around with an ice grill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until a bang bang shoot up comes on, then they turned up. They're more turned up on the you know, the negative. You better not say nothing positive in that song.
Right.
I'm gonna give you an example. I was at a party. I tried to shouts out to DJ Mac 11, my son. You know what I'm saying? Tearing it up. Future Mac 11.
Yeah.
You know, I taught him how to DJ section with 3. Yeah, he holding it down. He holds it down for that crowd.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? This is the element. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay in my lane.
Yeah.
But one night I was at the Triple K Ranch doing a party. Somebody hired me for a party. And I didn't know the demographics or, you know, how the younger people was going to be. But it turned out to be pretty much a Mac 11 type crowd.
Right.
I mean, which I stay ready. I'm equipped. My music and my library is off the chart. You know what I'm saying? I stay ready.
You got your weapons.
I'm armed and ready for any type of party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at any rate, when I saw what I was working with, you know, I had a few little gangbangs coming through, you know what I'm saying? Much respect, you know what I'm saying? And so at that time, Meek Mills had a song out. I think it was called Dangerous or something like that.
Yeah.
But what it wasn't hard enough. You know what I'm saying? It had like a little, I think it was him and Jeremiah, had like an R&B feel to it. And man, little thug that dude's in there, and I dropped that song, man. And you'd have thought them dudes, man, you'd have thought like you know what I'm saying, stole their biscuit off the table. They came and bumped me to come with you, man. Yo, if you don't take that shit off, man, had me shook. I had my strap. I have nothing. I was just, you know what I'm saying? All I could do was like, you know, look at the dudes like, man, are you serious, man?
Yeah.
You sneak me here.
Serious?
Man, that's some weak ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So immediately.
They want to hear that boost.
Yeah. Yeah, or whoever it was at that time. Evidently, you
Set
know.
it off.
Yeah, I had to go ahead and, you know, switch it back to, you know, where they was at. Mm-hmm. But then I didn't want to do too much of it because I already knew what the outcome was going to be. So to make a long story short, I was like, you know, man, when is this thing going to be over? You know, I'm on pins and needles,
right?
You know, the whole time.
Yeah, you can't even do your job the way you
I can't even do my job because what they want to hear is something that's going to cause, you know what I'm saying, major problems. Yeah. You know, you got females in there.
Now, speaking of major problems, one thing people got to understand about rural America, we been riding around with SKs and AKs and the choppers. We go there like,
right.
All right, boom. What's the craziest thing you ever seen in the club?
Wow. The craziest thing? I was in Ash, North Carolina, at a club called GFB. Yeah, what y'all know about that?
What up, bro?
Rest in peace to my man Glenn Bill.
I know. GFB, Freeman's used to jump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had, man, there was so many clubs in the area, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had Sand Hill, you do Sandkill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Odyssey, you had My Spot, Our Spot, Bubba's, Legends, you know what I'm saying? You know, Touch of Class, you know what I'm saying? You had so many clubs in this area, man. Grass Hut, Franklin's, Big George's.
Big shout out to Franklin. That's man out.
Man, you know, with so many. You know, I ain't mean to cut you. Shout out to Stan the Man too, man.
Stan the Man. That's the man. I see Stan.
You know, Big B. Want to get a shout out to Big B. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tech. You know what I'm saying? Then we had
DJ Champ.
P Money. You know what I'm saying? All the DJs, man, that keep things cranking around here. We had Solid Gold, Mike Tech. You know what I'm saying? Max. You know what I'm saying? DJ Levon.
Yeah. My man, DJ Q.
The G Spot. You know what I'm saying? There's so many. You know, cause we right here on the line, right here at Myrtle Beach, Loans, Loris, all of that good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a club. What's that club in Marion, man?
I don't know that one. I ain't been to that one.
It's a club in Marion, you know what I'm saying? But I want to give a shout out. I say that to say this. I want to give a shout out to all the DJs, and we right here in South Carolina. We love y'all too because I'm a product of South Carolina as well. But shout out to all the DJs. Go ahead and tell your story. Right me down.
Nah, I can't let it go, man, without giving a shout out to my man DJ Slide. You know what I'm saying?
Slide. What up, Slide?
I got to try and you know, just for the future sakes, my man, my upcoming man, my man DJ C Nice. You know what I'm saying? Holding things down in the area right now.
Yeah, C Nice.
But any rate, man.
And anybody we forgot.
Yeah.
Don't charge it to our heart. Don't charge it to our heart.
Charge it to our mind. Yeah. Because I could go on and on, man. Listen to all y'all DJs. Y'all know y'all my niggas, right? But anyway, when Club GFB one night, and which they used to shoot every night, but this particular night, dudes was shooting, man. I seen bullets come through they were shooting from outside and they coming inside the club, man. You know what I'm saying? Just missing people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just missing people. And we ran out the back, went through the woods, man. And then after we left the club, man, dudes burnt the club down. Burning down. That was the craziest.
74 East.
That was the craziest, man.
Can't forget New World either. Man. New World they were one of the ones, man, that had some things going on that it was like you in the country, you know, you was in the city atmosphere, man. They had so much money in that club, man. Them boys was getting that bread. You know what I'm saying? You go in there, it looked like you was in New York City or England or something, man. That was one of the prettiest clubs back in the early to mid 90s that you ever wanted to see. And then they had a thing called a rump shaker. You know what I'm saying? And
that was hot. That was hot.
Yeah, the rump shaker.
That's when that joint was out. Rick's in effect.
Yeah.
All I want to do is on his own.
Them girls for that money man. Girls,
Yeah.
they were doing their thing to get that money
They're
man.
doing wet t-shirt
Oh yeah,
contest too, don't
they were
they? Yeah.
getting but a ball.
When you go from special ed and Dodge Effects to Big L, Biggie, Jay-Z, what did that feel like? Tupac. What did that feel like? That transition happened at one. That happened at once.
Felt great to me because all those artists that you just named, whatever they put out, them beats was banging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I knew it was going to be something that I can get the crowd on the floor and dance to.
Right.
Opposed to what a lot of stuff they're playing. That's hard. That's why it's so hard to get people out to dance
Right.
now because what they putting out, it don't have that same
Right.
banging good feel.
Right.
And I wanna shake my ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, I ain't gonna say that because the twerk music they got out, that's good for the female,
Right.
but it ain't good for the dudes because the dudes just standing around. You know.
But I mean, at this point, would they want to dance anyway? You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, they don't dance. They just come. Everybody on their phone. If you go in the club, everybody like this right here. Everybody like this right here. You know what I'm saying? They ice grilling.
They've created a code. If you do anything other than that, then you breaking the code.
That's crazy.
And you're showing a sign of weakness.
Right. That's crazy.
So unless you you know what I'm saying, nothing against the, homosexual, I love that community. But, unless you a guy that's within that community and get out there, they'll get out there. Right. Because they don't have to conform to the code.
Right.
Right.
We lost great music. The art of slow drag. We talking.
Oh yeah.
Jodeci, Diary, Man,
the
B-side. Remember the B-side?
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Jodeci.
Big shout out to Charlotte.
JoJo, Dalvin, Devontae, all you guys.
Yeah. We lost all of that in a moment. How do we feel now?
From that transition?
From that transition.
Right. It sucks, man. It sucks because whenever me as a DJ, whenever I do drop a slow jam or something like that, the crowd is looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Like I just did according to sin, because if they're not dancing with the fast dancing or whatever, they're not gonna dance. That's to the fellas, that's a weakness.
Yeah.
See, everybody want to be hard. Nobody don't. That's you know what I'm saying. They don't want. They don't
want to be a gangster.
Yeah, they don't want to feel like they're soft. I wouldn't necessarily say want to be a gangster, but they just want this hard persona. Like, I don't do that because that's feminine.
Did you ever see hip hop being this? I mean, regardless of what we say, it's a monster. I mean, at one point in time, it was the biggest genre.
74 years.
It was the biggest, billions and billions of dollars. So at this particular time in hip hop, you have guys that have become billionaires, man. You know what I'm saying? Through endorsements, having shoe deals, clothing deals. It started with FUBU, you know what I'm saying? Which they was an artist, but at the time, LL, he did put them on the map. LL, shout out to him, he'll go. You know what I'm saying? To Puffy, you know what I'm saying? To Jay-Z, Kanye West, so forth and so on. So I believe T.I. got a clothing thing, a coupe. Did you was your foresight able to see that hip hop was gonna make it this big? Like they say, like Biggie said, you know what I'm saying? Whoever thought hip hop would take it this far, you know what I'm saying? He had foresight. Did you ever think that? And also, at this current state, we have a lot of the icons in hip hop that are having turmoil, legal problems. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that? It's a two-part question. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that, man?
I think it's been a gift and a curse for the most part. They turned hip hop into pretty much of a destructive form. Or what I mean by that, It's like everybody that has pretty much elevated and made it have pretty much self-destructed.
Wow.
Pretty much self-destructed. Think about it.
Why?
Because I don't want to, I don't know how much y'all can do on this podcast, but
You
I
can
don't
do
want to say.
whatever you want to do. You good.
But they pretty much, okay, let's take Master P, for example. Master P went pretty much independent, doing his thing, calling on shots. A lot of the ones that's making it and made it, what do? They turn over, start selling their soul to the devil. They turn over to the man. I'm going to say it like that.
Right.
To the man. And then once you get intertwined with like Jay-Z, Hitler, Clyde Davis, all of these, you know what I'm saying, Diddy, all of them, they wind up intertwining with these people that's only going to build them up. I mean, only let them get up so far. Because you don't only let a black man get so far and then
You said they're
slam
gonna
them
build them
down.
up to tear them down. That's basically what you're saying.
But they're gonna build them up, but they building themselves up at the same time.
You know the machine gonna get paid.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. Well, see, it's like they use our culture like chewing gum. Okay?
And
All right.
Everybody that we're talking about, you're innocent. You know what I'm saying? To proven guilty, we're not. We're just talking. We're not saying that you're guilty or nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, we're just talking about the state of hip hop right now, the state that it's in, and the money that it has generated, and the self destruction. That's what we're talking about. The destructive nature of it.
I feel very disappointed. Very disappointed. As a matter of fact, I feel disgusted. Because that's a reflection on us as a whole. They looking at us like, see, you can't get in. Nothing. They don't know what to do. Well, that's why we keep them on the bottom. Because once you give them something, they want to turn around and, you know what I'm saying? And act like they bigger than the group. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then that's why you got people like the current situation we in now, presidentially wise, and I'm not calling out no names. If you look at the cabinet, how many of us do seeing it?
They don't look like us.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they feel like, okay, all the ones that did all the little, voting for, doing all the legwork and the dirty work for them, you know what I'm talking about, and didn't even get chosen to be in the cabinet. That's basically letting us all know, no, we're not putting y'all, we put y'all up in, this position. You're gonna act the damn fool. You're gonna be in here frying chicken and all types of shit and having all types of ditty parties up in here. You know what I'm saying? So that's the look that the ones that Bill Cosby's and all of them, and like Petey said, we're not saying that nobody is guilty, but the damage is done to your career.
Right.
The damage is you might as well be guilty.
Right.
Because that's you're gonna suffer the implications.
Public opinion is
Implications from just the accusations.
Right.
Yeah. I look at it from the standpoint of you got to have self discipline. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you get into a bag, whether it's like back in the day, the hustler, he always, I was a hustler. I was an athlete. So what we wanted to do was get to that level so we could change up our environment and change our family up. It seemed like those that, when they got to that level, they lost the discipline and lost the goal, and they wanted to come back and be the street guy. You understand what I'm saying? They wanted to be in the street, wanted to say they're a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? The drug dealers and the hustlers, most real hustlers and drug dealers wanted to change their environment and possibly be, the entertainers. And then once again, your role models and the people that you look up to don't never make it an entertainer. Find somebody in your community, your mother, your father, somebody that worked hard and that instilled those values in you to be a good human being, because we don't know these people. It's an art form. You know what I'm saying? So we look at them and we look at them as our role models and we want to be like them, you know what I'm saying? And that's so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? You want to be better than them. You know what I'm saying? You want your character to be better than them because at the end of the day, and like I said earlier, not saying that anybody is guilty, and we try to stay away from the gossip column and stuff, but it is, you know, it is current and news. We're talking about hip hop and our culture right now. So at the end of the day, I tell kids and everybody, you know what I'm saying, that we encounter to find somebody positive. It's people, places, and things. So you young guys is trying to make it in hip hop because I've thrown concerts, I've ran clubs, I've done all types of stuff. Had artists and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Grew up on hip hop, but I know where to draw the line as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I put my life on the line for the things that I've done. You know what I'm saying? As far as the hustle in the street, and I was living the hip hop thing. When they say, you know what I'm saying, spending all this time, you know what I'm saying, trying to give you a piece of my mind. That's just a Jay-Z lyric, you know what I'm saying? We can't knock the hustle.
Right.
But that's what we was trying to do.
Right.
We was, when he was talking about 6 digits and running, I was 6 digits and running. I want you to tell me, what you're doing right now, cause, you still playing right now I know I had you at anything that I throw, I'll get you from time to time.
Appreciate you too, bro.
I had you at a Rick Ross concert.
Appreciate you, bro. That was a highlight. Rick Ross was one of my idols, man. I appreciate you for that. I'll never forget that.
And you play at the sports. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Port City. We coming down there too. We are coming to the Port City.
Port City, what's up?
Port City, second home.
That's my second home.
All my comrades down there that I did time with, played ball with. You know what I'm saying? We coming. You know what I'm saying? But Scooter down there right now.
Wilmington Sportsman Club. The Wilmington Sportsman Club. I'm there. I've been there about since 2017.
Yeah, home.
Yeah, I've been there, DJ there every Thursday and Sunday night. Thursday we have I call it a karaoke. I actually call it a karaoke house party and bullshit. All right, you can come, you can sing, if you want to, or I drop them beats on you. You know what I'm saying? We get a house party going on, or we got a little area back where you can go out and smoke your cigarette and drink your beer, or you can just bullshit. So that's why I call it house karaoke house. Either way it goes, you gonna have fun. You can pick out what 3 you want to do, or you can pick all of the above. You can you can sing, you can dance, or you can just bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a little something I came up with. Shouts out to my one half of my one of my proteges, Don McCoy, aka the Mayor. He's
what's up?
He's my MC down there whenever we get down. So we kind of blew that Thursday night thing up down there, and Sunday nights is really my specialty.
Okay.
I'm doing old school classics.
Yeah.
I can take them back to the 80s, though. I can take them to the 90s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, something you don't know nothing about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I can hit them with, right now, the big thing going on to that Southern Soul. King George, Tucker. You know what I'm saying? I love it. They love it now. And that trail ride music. Ooh, that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
That's the fun. That's the fun stuff.
Yeah.
That's what takes me back to the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? That takes me away from today's stuff.
Yeah.
It's the entertainment factor. So you put smiles on a gazillion people's face.
Yeah, man.
We gotta ask you. You've been through decades. We sitting here speaking with a legend.
Okay.
I want 2 lists. I want East Coast and West Coast. Who your top 5 MCs of all time on the East Coast?
On the East Coast.
And the West Coast.
All right.
I like that.
It's not a problem.
I like that.
I can give it to you.
Yeah, we talking.
Of course, on that list of 5, and I'm gonna break my fingers down. Biggie and Tupac gonna be on there.
Okay.
All right. On the East Coast. All right. Lyrically, I gotta put Nas down on that list.
Nas nasty.
You already know Jay-Z got to go on that list.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. And my last and final one, which is one of my favorites, Whoever don't like it, I don't give a damn. Big Daddy Kane. This is my West Coast top 5 list. Count them off with my fingers. You already know it's gotta be Snoop, number 1, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, and NWA. I'm gonna put them together.
Okay. That's
tough. All right. Ice Cube, no Vaseline, baby. And last but not least, y'all already know who it is, man. Too Short, baby.
There you go.
You can't do a West Coast list top 5 and not put Too Short in there, baby. You tweaking.
It's Too Short.
You know what I'm saying?
If you gonna give us that, you gotta give us a South.
That dirty.
You want a dirty? You want a dirty?
That's
You
what
gotta
that's
give us a South.
Dirty?
Yeah, give me that.
You gotta give us.
That's how you feel?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bro, you know I got to give you Outkast.
Okay.
Huh?
The South got something to say.
South got something to say.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to give you T.I.
Absolutely.
All right.
Tip.
I'm going to give you Shorty Low.
Mm.
And I'm going to give you Jeezy.
Jeezy.
There you go.
All right. Y'all want more?
You got one more.
I got one more.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Check this out. It's so daggone many.
So many.
So many.
Bruh, I'm going to go ahead and I got to do this for my boy, man. I'm going to have to give you Rich Homie, man.
Rich Homie. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of new. That's kind of
That
new.
ain't a bad.
Nah, they ain't no bad.
That's
Rich Homie set some trends, bro.
yeah. I think out of
Sad,
respect,
too.
you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You know,
Rich Homie set some trends, bro.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, some
But,
hot stuff too.
But I didn't know. Because when I did the East Coast, I'm trying to figure out because I'm trying to fit Lil Wayne in somewhere. And I don't know to put him.
That's a
New Orleans.
that's a whole nother
That's
world.
why I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? That's why I couldn't get him in the East Coast. I couldn't get him in the West Coast. And then I couldn't get him in the South. I was trying to sneak him in.
Straight.
I was trying to trick you.
You got Wayne.
You can go back.
You can go back. You got Wayne and you got Eminem. So it's cool. That's a whole nother class. They don't even count.
Yeah.
It ain't fair.
That's Weezy.
It ain't fair.
You gotta start talking about him as arguably.
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah, because see, well, if I do Weezy, that's that Louisiana flavor. Then I'm about to put Boosie.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because he ain't saying a lot about Boosie because he didn't fit in one of them demographics.
Yeah.
When I was thinking South, I was thinking pretty much like ATL. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So, cause I would have had Boosie.
You the master of the ceremony, so whatever.
Right.
However you figured it out, you an OG. It's all good, man. This 74 East, man.
Because I was gonna put them in the boot.
Right.
I was gonna put them in the boot, which you know what they call Louisiana, the boot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna put them in the boot category, and I was gonna go with like Lil Wayne, Bootsy, BG, Master P. And
a lot on down there.
You know what I'm saying?
Louisiana
and just to slide over to Texas, I was gonna put Scarface. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, I was gonna mix the boot and Texas together.
Your flowers are more deserved than anyone.
Appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.
Things have changed. You've weathered the storm. You're the longest lasting DJ that I've ever known in my lifetime.
Still doing
This thing.
greatest show, baby.
The greatest show.
Book me.
With the internet, with the speed of the internet. Right now, if I'm an artist and I want to break a song, I record a song, I'm straight from the studio. I ain't got to go to a record company. I ain't got to go to the DJs. I ain't got to go to the radio station. I ain't got to go nowhere. I got to go to this upload on this YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I can break my song right now. If I want to break my song, all thing I got to do is hit upload. For somebody who's coming up and saying, today I'm deciding that I want to be a DJ. I want to be a Diplo. I want to be a Scooter Fresh. I want to be a Tiezo, whatever his name is. I want to be one of them, a David Guetta. Is there room for somebody wanting to start a career as a DJ in this landscape that we in right now?
Damn right it is. You're damn right it is because you just said for to break a record, you gotta go on the internet and break the record. Well, if you're a DJ and you're just starting in this day in this era, then you, the DJ, as a DJ, I can do the same thing. I can break your record as well because you got internet DJs. I can break your record in a mix. Well, you uploading it on there. Everybody might not see that. Well, I'm actually performing. It's a no difference. Performing your song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can perform your song and then I can hype your song up too. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, because what a DJ's job is to make the record sound better than what it actually is.
Right.
I can take a record that's
It's like back
lackluster. Like Ron G and all of them. All of the records wasn't all of that.
Right.
But when those guys come on, they make that record bigger than what it is. If you upload that on there, that you might put it on there and break it, but it's gonna be boring. Somebody's gonna hit but you don't have no type of hype, no type of excitement in it.
Getting that product and
but that's where a DJ comes in, a real DJ. Not just a DJ. You got a lot of DJs out there, man. They can play, records or boom, boom, but it's more than that. It's more of a art than that. If you're a DJ and then you can't talk and get into the crowd or get into the crowd head and they get into your head, you can't get them to ooh, then you're not DJing.
So you got to adapt with what's going on too.
Exactly.
The DJ got to adapt, regardless of what type of technology that they come out with. You got to stay on top of your game.
Yeah.
So that you know the next move, the next hot thing that's going on, the next song. So when that song come out, like he just said, if a person want to upload it, you got to be on that computer waiting for the upload all the time.
There you go.
So you can grab the hottest thing that's on TikTok because everything's digital. The hottest thing that's on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So now it's on you to grab that and to have your craft sharpened all the time. Have your skills sharp.
A DJ's job now is, for new DJs, it's so easy. Back when I started, when us full-head DJs started, when we get a record,
Everybody said a record.
a record,
Yeah.
a record,
They don't. A lot of people don't even never say record.
you don't know how many BPMs. When I say BPM, that means beats per minute in that particular song. Now, if you want to mix, you're going to have to know that.
Exactly.
So every time we get a record, we got to take that record and we got to get our watch and time that, drop that first beat and count how many beats for 60 seconds. Now we got the BPM.
Right.
Now, if this record is 100 BPMs on this side, you got to make sure that this record on the opposite side is at least 100 or no more than 103, 104.
Wow. The blend ain't going to work.
No, you're going to throw people off.
Right.
The worst thing you can do as a DJ is not keep people in step. I can get people on the dance floor. That's why I've been in the game long as I have. I'm not this crazy turntablist and put the record behind my back and my nose in my tape. No, I don't know. I leave it up to the DJ fans.
Right.
And I'm not a better DJ, but I'm a hellified entertainer. I don't even deem myself as a DJ. I am an entertainer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The greatest show. Because it ain't about me just DJing. It's about me entertaining you.
Right.
Because DJing is just putting on music.
Exactly.
You could be a DJ. You could be DJ. Right. All you got to do is get behind the thing and play the music.
That's it.
But if you're not entertaining, Houston, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got have people just standing there waiting.
Right.
For you to get the party started. And the people that's paying you waiting for you to get the party started. Or you be waiting for your check.
Yeah.
Which I like to get paid. So
with that being said, with what are the last how can I put this? What would you tell an aspiring DJ to want to get into this hip hop scene as it is right now? What would you tell him to motivate him to get into this hip hop scene? You know what I'm saying? And to be a good DJ and to have longevity such as yourself. What would you tell him?
Petey, I tell him first of all to be real with himself.
Yeah.
And by saying be real with yourself, don't just get into it because, oh man, they make this money and they made the money. I can make this money. You know what I'm saying? Get into it because if you get into it and you're real with yourself and you know that's what you want to do, you're going to put a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, to tune your craft.
Right.
All right? Because the money going to come later. And don't come like, oh man, you know, the DJ gets the girls and I can get the girls now. And that come into it with the right frame of mind and you know, and the right concept.
And also, because the DJ, like I said, you always got to give a shout out to the DJ because before the rapper, it was the DJ.
Right.
So what would you tell the artist, the rapper now as well? Because, you know, I know you know all about that because before the rapper, it was the DJ. You guys broke the rapper back in the day. So what would you tell these young guys in Columbus County, in the surrounding area? Because you have talent in this area.
Oh,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? A lot
Shout out
of
to Pressure to God.
Yeah.
My
Big
boy,
shout
my
out to
son.
Fresh.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Deuce. You know what I'm saying? Deuce, one of the toughest artists around here. What is it? NC, Mr. NC.
Right.
Bones.
I want to give a shout out
Jeff.
to Jeff.
Big Jeff.
Yeah, so many MCs I can't even sit here and try to name them. But what would you tell them?
Cherry Lou.
Oh,
Yeah, I would pretty much tell them the same thing, and I would pretty much tell them to, like I said, be real with yourself, and don't just, you know, talk about it, be about it.
yeah. Work
You
on your
know,
craft.
work on your craft
Yeah,
because I've worked with artists before, and the number one thing I'm gonna tell any rapper out there, if you come around me and you don't have your own mic, you're not serious.
Right.
You're not
Exactly.
serious.
right,
Exactly.
What if I come to you and I don't have my turntables?
Exactly.
right.
What if the plumber or the carpenter come to your house and ain't got a hammer?
Right. You gonna say
That's your tool. When you come to me and you got you know your own mic, you got a good quality mic.
you know he's serious.
I know you're serious.
Right.
You want to come to me without nothing?
Yeah. Have your music together. Too.
Right.
So when you give it to the DJ, you know what I'm saying, he have your music, your everything together, you know what I'm saying? You have all that stuff together because that's important. You wanna perfect your craft.
Right.
Like a lot of guys want you to grab them and put money behind them and all that stuff. You want to see that they working. Work on your Instagram game, your TikTok game, all of that stuff. Cause your digital game got to be up. You know, so
Exactly.
people don't want to waste their money when it comes to an artist. You know what I'm saying? Be serious about what you're doing. Have something to bring to the table. So therefore, a person will want to work with you, man. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And make up your mind whether you want to be a studio rapper or you want to be a performing rapper. Because big difference. You got them that can come in the studio and tear it up. But you get them in. I have had rappers come in. The people is out there. While you got your back turned and you rapping.
Oh yeah.
Man. No, you're not serious. You're wasting my time.
Major.
So if you're not gonna be real with yourself, which is the first thing that I said, you know what I'm saying? Like I did my first time going out to DJing, and I couldn't face the audience.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
So what I had to tell myself, till you get yourself together, be real with yourself. Don't get back out there.
There you go.
Embarrassing yourself or who's paying you to perform. You know what I'm saying? That's my big thing. Yeah. If not, stick to, go to Tar Heel and go or wherever you're going to work at. No disrespect. No job. Every job is an important job. I don't care if you're picking up cans or Stick to whatever it is that you're confident in that you can do.
Do that anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't for everybody.
No, it ain't for you.
And it ain't for the weak.
Yeah.
So, don't be cloud chasing. Because you're seeing Joe Blow over here on the stage and all the girls hollering. Now you want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. The plane says, like Big Daddy Kane said, stick a quarter in your ass because you played yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Scooter, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you so big. Like last year being the 50th year of hip hop, for you to still be standing,
And
we
relevant.
ain't have to see it on TV.
Right.
We got it right here.
And I'm just happy to have the opportunity to share my story. I hope that what I've said inspire somebody, if it ain't but one person.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be great or to be greater. If you're great, you can always be greater.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. Don't give up. Don't give up your dreams.
I mean, you dropped some jewels, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You dropped some jewels. It came from a spot, which is your heart and soul, that told them everything that you've been through. You told them where you started from, where you went to, how you started DJing, your son DJ, you know what I'm saying, up until what you're doing now. So, once again, we want to give you your flowers. We love you. You know what I'm saying?
Love you guys too, man.
74 East own, Columbus County's own, North Carolina's own, South Carolina's own, because we all right here together, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all give it up for the greatest show on earth.
Appreciate y'all, man. Much love to everybody that ever attended any of my parties, everybody that I've ever entertained. I appreciate you. I appreciate the love. I just appreciate it. Y'all made me. God made me. But you guys created this monster. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all.
And we're gonna be doing. We get ready to put a show together real soon. The 74 East and School of Fresh. We get ready to invite Columbus County and all of those in the surrounding areas. We just gonna give it up one time, real soon in the next coming weeks. Right. Next couple of days probably. Cause we getting ready to do the damn thing. We're gonna salute him. We're gonna do something for the show. We want people to come out. You know what I'm saying? We got something big planned. We love y'all.
And shouts out to Petey for giving me them DJ jobs, man. Keep them coming, dog. Keep them coming, man. Appreciate my man J-Boro, you know what I'm saying? First time meeting, man, real good stuff. Stand up dude, man, you know what I'm saying? Amongst two kings, three kings.